Hello and welcome to this week's Brass Band World News, live from the Sounds of Brass newsroom. Your weekly roundup of everything happening across the global brass band community. I'm your host Peter, and over the next 15 minutes we'll bring you the contest updates, festival previews, personal changes and the latest media highlights from around the brass banding world. Here are this week's top stories. A major personal change at Fordham's Band as a long-serving member Andy Rolfe steps down after nearly 2 decades. Welsh bands gathered for a preview evening ahead of the next month's regional championships. Adjudicators confirm for the North of England regional championships, and Brass Band England announces the return of the popular Bald in Brass event. All that coming up in today's news. We'll begin with news from one of the UK's most decorated ensembles, the Fordham's Band. Long-serving Fordham's member Andy Rolfe has stepped down after an impressive 19 years with the band. Rolfe, a key figure in the band's management team, will now continue his involvement as a trustee. This transition was marked during the RNCM International Brass Band Festival on the 7th of February. The Royal Northern College of Music International Brass Band Festival saw a presentation to long-serving Fordham's member Andy Rolfe, who leaves the band after 19 years' service. During this time, Andy has been an active part of the band's management team and will now take up a role in trustee work. Due to Andy leaving on the third cornet, there has been some movement on the back row, with the experienced Adrian Lacey joining the second cornet section. Adrian was a long-serving member of the Staffordshire Building Society Band, where he played principal cornet for 10 years, followed by a spell at Grimethorpe on solo cornet. Following the departure of bumper-up Paul MacDonald in December, the Royal Northern College of Music concert also saw John Probert move up to the position from a solo cornet with Darcy Dewhurst. Joining on the front row, Darcy joined from Blackburn and Darwin, where she was principal cornet as well as being solo cornet with the National Youth Brass Band of Great Britain. Principal cornet with the Lancashire Youth Band, and also studied at the Royal Northern College of Music under the guidance of Roger Webster. Speaking about the changes, Mark Wilson commented by saying, "We would like to thank Andy for his impeccable service and commitment during the past 19 years and wish him well in his retirement from full-time banding and work. We are delighted to announce the signings of Adrian, who also brings further experience to the section. I have been an admirer of Darcy's playing for a number of years and thrilled she has accepted our invitation to join us." Over to Wales now, where excitement is building ahead of the Welsh Regional Championships, which takes place on the 14th and 15th of March. To help bands prepare, Tredegar Band hosted a preview evening featuring ensembles from across all the sections. Each band performed its test piece in front of a supportive audience. A valuable opportunity to refine interpretations before the big weekends. Events like this continue to strengthen the Welsh banding community, offering both camaraderie and a constructive performance experience. There were 4 bands performing: Mid Rhondda Band from the third section, the Cross Keys Silver Band second section, Park and Dirt Band from the first section, and of course Tredegar, the Horse Band from the championship section. The National Brass Band Championships of Great Britain continue their countdown to the 2026 regional season. Here are some key dates. The 1st of March is the kickoff with the Northwest Area finals being held at the Winter Gardens in Blackpool, an all-day event. Then on the 7th, 8th and 15th of March, head over to the Midlands at the Civic Hall in Bedford. Also on the 7th and the 8th of March is the Scotland, where the championship section doubles as the qualifier for the 2027 European Championships, where it all begins. And staying with the contest news, organisers of the North of England's Brass Band Championships have confirmed the adjudication team for this year's event. The championship section will take place on the 21st and 22nd of March at the Gala Theatre in Durham. Knowing the adjudicators early allows bands to fine-tune their approach, especially when preparing statistically demanding test pieces. Brass Bands England has announced the return of Boulders Brass at the National Coal Mining Museum in Wakefield, scheduled for the 23rd of May 2026. Bands are invited to blow the cobwebs off their marches and showcase their summer repertoire. Once again, supported by Brass Bands England, the contest offers the perfect performance opportunity just days before Whit Friday, giving bands the chance to enjoy a competitive run-out in one of the UK's most unique and atmospheric venues. Open to bands in the second section and below, based on the January 2026 section structure, Boulders Brass combines traditional contest elements with relaxed summer entertainment. Competing bands will perform a march and a 20-minute entertainment programme. All performances will be adjudicated with a range of awards on offer, including highest rank overall band, best solo or group feature, most entertaining performance, best musical performance, best march, most entertaining march, and audience prize. Bands who prefer not to perform without being ranked can also take part in a non-competing capacity, receiving adjudication feedback without entering the prize standings. Set in the striking surroundings of the National Coal Mining Museum, the event gives audiences the chance to sit back and enjoy a full day of brass band music while offering bands a valuable opportunity to refine their Whit Friday and summer programmes. Lynn Dunning, CEO from the National Coal Mining Museum for England, said, "There are such strong links between coal mining and brass bands. The sound of the music still evokes powerful memories and an incredible sense of pride for many people. We're delighted to host this very special event, which celebrates the talent, skill and emotion of brass bands in a day like no other. Boulders Brass is filled with entertainment and joy and is visited by hundreds of visitors each year. It's also a brilliant opportunity to explore the museum, its buildings, galleries and collections, and discover more about the fascinating history of coal mining. Bands eligible for the second section and under can register from Monday the 9th of February via the Brass Band England website. Closing date will be midday, March the 6th, or earlier if full. Spaces, there are 8 available. A waiting list will open once places are filled. Waiting list bands will be notified about places by the beginning of April. Full details, including contest rules and prize information, can be found on the Brass Band England's Boulders Brass contest page. Unibrass 2026, its final countdown. Unibrass 2026, which is literally just around the corner, and the organisers have released final details for this year's festival. The gala concert will feature internationally acclaimed trumpeter Lewis Dowswell performing with the City of Cardiff Brass Band. Unibrass, which continues to be a vibrant celebration of student music making, showcasing the next generation of brass talent. In the media news, a new episode of the Sounds of Brass podcast aired on the 16th of February 2026, which featured Dr. Diana Swoboda, Associated Professor of Music at the Arizona State University and former Dallas Brass Band member. The episode highlights her work on tuba performance, entrepreneurship, and commissioning a new repertoire. This continues the show's mission to spotlight influential voices in the brass band world. If you want to catch this episode, then jump on over to shows.acast.com/sounds-of-brass. That's shows.acast.com/sounds-of-brass. And finally on to this week's brass band news, there is a fine entry of 76 bands looking to book their qualification places for London and Cheltenham via this year's London and Southern Counties Regional Championships. The event, which takes place over the weekend of the 21st and 22nd of March at Stevenage Arts and Leisure Centre. Saturday will see action in the 4th from 10 a.m. and first sections, whilst the following day it will be the turn of the bands in the 2nd from 9:30 a.m, 3rd and championship sections. 2 championship section bands will gain an invitation to compete at the Royal Albert Hall, whilst the defending area champion is East London Brass. Whilst there is sure to be a great amount of interest created by the atmosphere and the appearance of John Wilson as conductor of 2023 and 2024 winning Zone 1 Brass, 2 bands will represent the region from the first section, with 3 each in the 2nd, 3rd and 4th sections. Tickets are available now via the ticketsource.co.uk/London-Southern-Regional-Brass-Bands-Championships. I'll give you that one again, www.ticketsource.co.uk/London-Southern-Counties-Regional-Band-Championships. Tickets can also be purchased on the contest weekend at the venue as well. And that unfortunately brings us to the end of this week's edition of your Brass Band World News, live here from the Sounds of Brass newsroom. From contesting preparations to festival announcements and media highlights, the brass band world is buzzing with activity as we move deeper into the 2026 season. Join me next week for more updates, stories and features from across the banding community. I'm Peter Webster, and that was your weekly brass band entertainment, and of course, brass band world news.